Students, so we'll see a series of videos which are important for mains. Okay, so important for mains in a sense, which are very useful articles from newspaper. So this will be a series of videos based on that, a discussion on importance of newspaper as well, because students keep asking what to take as notes also. So during these discussions, I will also talk about how to take notes or what to take notes, and you should also take down these important articles which are essential for mains. Here, these will be discussion based on mains. So that is what we will see. The first discussion will be about this jurisdictional conflict. So this is a conflict which happened, or this has been there for a very long time, since the time Kejriwal became CM. So this has been there since then. So you should have an assessment of this, because it will be, I think this will also come in maybe prelims also. I think tomorrow it can come, and it can come in mains as well. So what is this jurisdictional conflict? So that is how we have to approach this, and that is what we are going to see. So what is this jurisdictional conflict? If you have to go through that, you have to know that there is a specific article 239 AA. Okay, 239 AA, which is referring to the special relationship between the union and the Delhi government. And whenever you look at newspaper, always have, when you are looking at polity, look at the article also. The relevant article also you should look at it. And if you see, 239 AA has the 69th Amendment Act 1991. So this is an important act which you should remember. 69th Amendment Act 1991. What does this act say, or what does this article say? In this, what is the issue? If you look at the issue, the jurisdictional conflict between the Delhi government and the lieutenant government. So Delhi government and versus the lieutenant governor is that the governor, see, the conflict is that whether I should listen to everything that you say, whether I am bound. So if you advise me, whether I am bound. So this is the conflict which happened, and Supreme Court has come to the rescue of compromising between two federal units in order for them to perform better. So Supreme Court has given the verdict. So what has happened is that the Supreme Court, what Supreme Court has said, so now you should know, the Supreme Court has said that, see, this is the point. The Delhi government can legislate on state and concurrent list, but it cannot legislate on three things. Here are three things. What are the three things? Means land, public order, and police. These are there in the state list, but the Delhi government cannot legislate. What the Supreme Court is saying is that other than these, the Delhi government is welcome to legislate on any issues which are not coming under these three. Okay, but the point is that union government with the help of lieutenant governor, actually circumvents many of these provisions and starts legislating or starts interfering. How? So how? If you see, how means, this is the point. So if you happen to see the council, see, look at this. The Council of Ministers shall be appointed. So the previous article was shall be appointed by the president. So this is noted down. Chief Minister shall be appointed by the president, not the lieutenant governor. This is a prelims question. Okay, so this will be a prelims question. Tomorrow also, I think it is going to come. But now, if you think about it, the Council of Ministers are responsible or can aid and advise the lieutenant governor, and the lieutenant governor is bound by their advice. Okay, but if you see, if there is a difference of opinion between the lieutenant governor and his ministers, they can, or the lieutenant governor can refer the matter to the president and can take immediate step. Okay, this is where the problem arises. What is the problem now? See, look at this. So what has happened? This is the problem. So while reading newspaper, you should take, or you should think about this in a holistic fashion, because that is how you will. I have clubbed 2 articles of newspaper so that it will be better understanding. So what has happened is that there is a Delhi riot. So who has to appoint prosecutors? Whether it is the Delhi government or the lieutenant governor. This is the problem. The point which has happened is that the lieutenant governor has appointed the prosecutors. If you see, I have told this. Other than these 3 things, other than these 3 things, land, public order, police, other than these things, the union government through the lieutenant governor cannot legislate. But with the help, see, but the point is that they use this clause of difference of opinion. Okay, if the lieutenant governor wants to appoint prosecutors, now he can or she cannot, or he or she cannot do. But they say that we have a difference of opinion, and I have referred the matter to the president, and I have taken immediate action because it is necessary. So by that, they actually nullify the action of the Delhi government. So by that, what they are happening is that only these 3 things the Delhi government cannot legislate. But because of the interference of the lieutenant governor, Delhi government is not able to do any other work. So the point you should note is that this interference, this interference happened, and as a result of this interference, see, appointment of all these things, there is a tussle between these 2 federal units, and hence the issue went to the Supreme Court. See, Supreme Court, the issue went earlier itself. So Supreme Court has given clear verdict. What the Supreme Court has done is that the Supreme Court has said the lieutenant governor is bound by the advice, bound by the aid and advice of the Delhi government. Second, any matter, so in the clause it is written as any matter, or the lieutenant governor can refer any matter which there is a difference of opinion to the president. The Supreme Court has said any matter does not mean all, not all. So any matter, now you should have some, constitutional morality in order for you to assess which is taking precedence over what, and then you have to give assessment to the president. But the point is that, see, look at this point. Look at this point. Any matter, if they say that any matter, not every matter, it does not, cannot be interfered or inferred as every matter. This is, see, what you should note in newspaper. People or students keep asking what and all we have to note in newspaper is that in newspaper or from the newspaper, you should note the Supreme Court verdicts. Okay, I think where I have written, these things, the Supreme Court verdicts, these things. This is the federal or GS paper 2. So they will ask a question in this. So this is what you should take from newspaper. And the point is that, as I told you, Supreme Court has given a verdict. So we have to, or we cannot, in a sense, we cannot circumvent that. But in order for circumventing the provision which I have given, this is an article by Additional Solicitor General of India, or the former Additional Solicitor General of India. What they have done is that, if you look at it, under Article 123, what is Article 123? Article 123 is ordinance. Under the power of ordinance, they have brought in an law saying that services which are there in the state list, and which the Delhi government is, can legislate, is also included in 239 AA. Okay, so if you see, look at this, they have included, so they have included services in this. See, look at it. the services entry 41 has been included along with the 3 entries which I said earlier. So Delhi government now is thinking about legislating on services and prosecutors. But when you are bringing in an amendment, bringing in an ordinance and including in this, then the Delhi government cannot do that. But what this additional Solicitor General is saying is that this is not correct. This is not constitutional morality. GS paper 4, repeatedly they keep asking this question, what is constitutional morality? Okay, what the meaning is that the actions which have been done through Article 123 ordinance is not constitutionally moral. That is what Additional Solicitor General is saying in this article. So if you look at it, why see how you should also know a step when it is taken, it is how. So they have made this step based on this 239A clause 7. A law may be provided in a sense not deemed to be an amendment. Anything related to this article, if it is passed, the article or the clause 7 says it need not be an amendment. But what Additional Solicitor General is saying in this article is that that is for any matter which is incidental or inconsequential. This is inclusion of services. Okay, well, this is inclusion of services in these entries, and this is amounting to amendment. Amounting to, or you including this with the 41 of state list, this is amendment. If you are amending, you cannot use ordinance. That is what he's saying. So this tussle, okay, this tussle he's referring to as colorable legislation. So this is a keyword you should know. Colorable legislation is that you are bringing in a legislation in the name of giving one solution, but you are in turn making another problem. So that is what is colorable legislation, and I hope this video was useful. So keep reading. So in this manner, if you see, you should keep on reading newspaper, keep on thinking about issue-based topics for mains 2023, and I will also start doing all these videos in a sequential fashion. Hope you this video was useful. Thank you. So students, as you might be aware, Minds of Aspirant is now offline as well. Till now it was online. Now in 2023, after the preliminary examination, it's going to be offline classes as well. And what we have planned is anthropology. This is basically I'm going to take anthropology, as you might be seen in many other videos. This is a subject which I am handling, and we will have this anthropology in a comprehensive way. And then we will also have GS mains answer writing. Anyone, because after prelims you will be preparing for mains, and we will have this, and we have already had this program online. We had this program called as Acumen. We had this, many testimonials and many things are there in the Minds of Aspirant group. You can check that. How we are going to do and what we are going to do, I'm going to speak about that, but just I'm informing about the programs that we are going to start. Then we will have a specific batch on GS paper 4 and essay. This is also a program which we are already doing in online, which is Kafka program. We will GS paper 4 enhancing. It's not going to be only, that is the point. It's not going to be only test, only classes. No, it's going to be enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing. Enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing, both will be there. And how to write essays. Essays is something people are worried about, this abstract essay, philosophical essay, the technical essay. We will look at everything in detail. Every thing we will be looking at, and these two will be now offline as well. So corrections, people earlier were not able to meet and ask for doubts, but now we can have this as well. And this also we are going to start, which is prelims 2024, prelims come mains batch. This will be for 24 or 2024. This will be a full-fledged course, including prelims. How do you approach? Because from the day one, you should know. You should not worry about preliminary clearing in the last moment. From day one, we are going to think about how to clear and how do you do that, and that is what we will look at in these. And these are the programs we are planning right now. As days go by, let us see how many other programs come up. I hope you will support us in this venture that we have taken. It's going to be both offline and online, and I hope to see you soon in class, and we'll talk about the programs more. Thank you for watching this video. There is a Minds of Aspirant Telegram channel. Please click that. Minds of Aspirant Anthropology channel is also there. Please click in that also. Please click subscribe for Minds of Aspirant channel as well. For more such doubts, please you can ask me your doubts in the group, and I'll be more than happy to tell you. And these are the batches that we are going to have in this year. Thank you for watching.